Peep this W.O.M, or should I say peep this word of mouth. I'm back at it again by myself, and we got some things we're gonna speak about. I know you came to see us four, but it's just me, so I'm here to settle the score. Actions to reactions. Let's do this. Because if it ain't about the action, then there ain't no reaction. So first video, I can relate to this, man. Can you guys? This is for the men out there. Let me know in the comment section on your take. Do you agree with this, man?
Be honest with you, like, we trying to find love. I'm looking for like a wife, and like you're not really dressed like a wife for real. So
he trying to, yeah, okay. Don't do that. Don't do that. You feel like you dress like a husband?
I just dress for what they say, classy.
You said I'm not dressed like a wife, so are you dressed like a husband?
Preference, not like anybody's wife. You feel me? Preference. You be just going off.
How would you like your wife to be dressed?
Just a little bit more modest.
A little more modest? Like
yeah.
what?
Like just modest.
Like what would the outfit be?
Just like a little bit less revealing. You feel me?
What's revealed, baby?
Shit. God damn. I mean, if we want to be for real, everything, like.
For real, everything. Everything. Like, I can feel him on that. Like, those who like modesty, who wants the way the girl looks just for him and not for the world to see. Yes, there is some shapes out there, some full, beautiful bodies out there that no matter how you cover it, you can't cover every single thing. But come on, you leave nothing to the imagination. Like for me, I love a good modest woman. I've talked about it before. I like a girl that is visually beautiful, intellectual, stimulating, and keeps that for me in the bedroom, you know what I'm saying? Or privately, where she could still wear her clothes and conduct herself in a certain manner. But you saw the attitude, so even with that, I wouldn't want that as a wife. So my brother, I feel you on that. You dodged a bullet. Dang. That was beautiful, though, to look at. We probably run it again, but I'm telling you from now, ladies, if you want to capture a certain type of guy, you got to dress a certain type of way. Hey, can you guys ever, like, speaking of a certain type of way, can you guys relate to a situation where somebody take it too far? Now, I heard this was a prank, but I've been in situations where your lady takes it too far. And when that happens, it's time for you to leave. Let's run the video.
Listen!
What are you doing?
I'm getting my
Why?
I'm done.
Leaving, going where?
What?
Where are you going?
I'm going home. I'm moving out. I'm about to go get my own spot.
Why?
Because I don't want to be with you no more.
Why?
Honestly, I'm just done. I'm fed up with you. Arguments. I'm fed up with the pranks. I'm done with the YouTube. I don't want to do none of it.
The pranks, that's what we do.
Oh, that ain't what we do.
It's a prank.
Yeah, but you bleached my stuff last time and my stuff actually got messed up.
No, it didn't. It got wet and it's dry now.
It ain't dry. It's messed up. I'm done. Please move. Okay.
Stop,
Now listen,
Charles.
stop touching my stuff.
Just talk.
I'm
about
done.
it.
There's
You
nothing to
don't
talk
gotta
about.
argue. You don't
Okay,
gotta talk
I'm not talking. I'm done
Talk
talking.
about it.
I'm done talking.
You really want to end this?
Yeah, I'm done. I wanna know why you putting it back.
Because you're not leaving. We have to talk about it.
You're not talking about nothing.
No.
I'm done.
That's not a good reason. We just got done filming. We were just good.
Okay, I don't care.
You're not leaving.
Move. I'm done.
Now this, like again, I said, this could be a prank, but I've been in situations and put in situations where I was pushed too far, where the arguments was just piling up, where nothing I was doing was enough, where she would say things that would just make you say, you know what, I'm over it. And you know what's funny with guys, and a lot of guys can relate, we'll stick around for a minute, and then after a while, we're quick to say, you know what, I'm over this. Like we're creating the exit plan, because at times, bro, and y'all know, it'd be draining, physically draining. Even if you have your laughs together, you share your bonding moments, sometimes, and you can ask your friend around, like, yo, you ever dealt with this where you've been pushed too far? I bet you a lot of men out there will say, yeah, it's real. And the problem is a lot of times the ladies don't know when enough is enough, even when you have been telling them, hey, if you gotta pack your bags, you gotta pack it and leave. Let's go. In this video right here, we're about to talk about makeup. We have talked about it before here on Peep This W.O.M, but this video is so real. Have you ever been catfished by someone wearing too much makeup that they look different when they took it off? Or what is your preference? Do you like your girls with a lot of makeup? Do you mind it? I know I don't. Listen, I'm fat, I'm big, I can't hide this, ain't no tucking my rolls away. Hey, what you see is what you get. I'm not catfishing you, so. Do you feel makeup is catfishing? Comment in the section below. Let us know your thoughts. Let's roll this film.
Why don't you like makeup, or what about makeup?
To be honest, I've been catfished before. I'm gonna keep it real, and I was just like, damn, that's rough. So, but yeah, I'm not saying that, you know what I mean? I'm not saying anything about you, but it feels like a disguise to me. So that's how I feel about it.
So you're saying the girl you met, she had makeup on, then she took it off and it was a different person?
It's rough. And ever since then, I'm like, yeah, I can't. It's not like you could wear some, but like if you beating your whole face up,
Do you think my makeup is too much?
a little bit, yeah, a little bit over the line for me.
He just wants a little mascara, you know. Guys.
Simple. I'm simple. You know what I mean? I like simple.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with this, man. I like the simple stuff. Like, I remember one time I was in college and we were just getting on Facebook. Facebook just came out. Yeah, I'm kind of old. And when Facebook came out, I was out here trying to see who was else out at Penn State that wasn't on my campus, and I met this girl, and I'm talking about beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's all out there like everything. Hey, I was like, yeah. And then we scheduled. I had my car. I scheduled to meet up with her, and she looked nothing like her picture. Right? Nothing. And she was like, oh, it's just the angles I was taking. It is me. Because at first when I pulled up, I didn't even know it was her. I'm telling you, makeup could be so deceiving. She ain't had no makeup on, nothing. I didn't even know it was her. And that time I was like, yeah, where's Neil at? I'm being catfished. This ain't real. Like I said, I've been showing who I was from the time I came on this earth. I ain't switched it up once. So I ain't catfishing. I don't expect to be, but hey, it happens to the best of us. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about makeup? Is there a limit to it? I like a little mascara, a little lip gloss, a little lipstick, but that's about it for me. Now in this next video, we will talk about, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, so in this video that's coming up, you'll see how some guys out here could be pervs. Straight up pervs. This ain't no rub and tub spot that this guy went to. He went to a waxing spot. Let me know what you think about this. This is ridiculous.
A lot of women don't wax men because we do have our creeps. She called me and was like, hey, is it normal for a guy to... I said, no.
What?
She was like, no. I said, no. And she was like, because he did. What pissed me off the most about him is when he told her, aren't you going to clean it up?
No.
And she's like, should we call the police? I'm like, yeah, let's call the police. Girl, now I'm mad because she's talking to the police officer. He's a man. Not all men do this. I'm not saying a man, but he's a man. And he was like, were you touching it? And she's like, yeah, I had to wax him. He was like, okay, like, you don't think that... I stepped in instantly.
No.
I said, that's not normal.
No.
That's not normal.
Absolutely not.
I said, I'm letting you know that...
Yeah, that ain't normal. Imagine you go to this appointment to get your rocks off. Like, so basically those bleeping ones is he arrived to his destination while being waxed. And I'm telling you, that's just disgusting, man. perv, you should be locked up. And the cop is trying to decide, well, since you're touching it, should that be it? And that shouldn't be the case. It don't matter. This is a professional job. You not Robert Kraft out here. Go to a rub and tug. You don't need to go to this wax test to get your feel off and then say you ain't gonna clean it off. Disgusting. Cut the case, seal it. He's out of here. Cooked.
Do you believe in crying in front of your woman?
I'm not a very crying person, you know what I'm saying? But I do show emotion and I do show vulnerability. But to break out crying, I'm not built like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm built as, I have like an intestinal fortitude inside of me. So if something's going bad, you know, I recoup, regather myself, and I think of solutions on how I could get over that obstacle. So for me to get to the point of crying, that's never gonna happen. Or before I say never, it would rarely, like the chances are very slim. You know what I'm saying? But I would express to you like, hey, you know, babe, something going on with me right now. I'm not feeling, you know, certain things, and I probably bounce some ideas off you.
You know, what's crazy about this, and most men don't have the accessibility to be vulnerable to the point of crying. I probably cried 4 times in my whole life. And 2 of them, well, other than when you're young and you're getting spanked, but like, and 3 of them dealt with people dying. I tell you, like, a lot of times we go to, how can I regroup? How can I fix this? Where's my next steps? Where's our next moves? How to deal with this? I know I had a friend, and I remember him coming to me, and he broke down. He was having such a rough day, and he cried in front of his girl, and she looked at him and was like, I lost a little bit of respect for you. Like, you're a grown man crying these big tears, and it was a lot. The weight of the world was on his shoulder, and just to think that was his girl for like 3 years, and that's the best she could do. That's the best she can say. So a lot of guys won't cry in front of their girls. A lot of guys won't express emotion. A lot of guys can't even express emotion to their homies. They bottle it in, gets into frustration, sometimes anger, when really they're just hurting inside. Shout out to this man though, because he did say he will show vulnerability, he will show emotions, he's just not the crying type. But a lot of us men haven't been given the opportunities to be the crying type. But let me ask you this. Guys, you ever been in a situation where you feel as, and let me talk to the black community, but it can go for anyone. You ever felt like you haven't been treated well in your own race, so you decide you have to go outside to start dating and see, and you feel like they treat you better? What do you think about this video?
But I was dating outside of my race because they was doing things better than my race. I was dating Puerto Rican, I was dating Dominican, I was dating Africa. They were doing way more of what we expect we want our woman to do more than our American. Their mannerisms are different. Like even my Indian one, I didn't have to really say much to do and be treated like a king. A lot of times with our own American black, they expect so much of us and what we're supposed to do. If we go out and eat and we just have a nice dinner, we can go anywhere and eat and get a nice dinner. It had to be Ruth Chris, or it had to be this, that, or it had to be this, that. Then I get somebody that's just as fine, Cuban or Colombian. They don't care about nothing, they care about you and your household.
Yo, you know what? I can really relate to what this guy is saying, but at the end of the day, I still feel like, especially black American girls or black women, they get the short end of the stick all the time. There's so many out here. I think when we increase our degrees of separation, go to different states, go outside of your ecosystem of where you are and you're located. You might see different women. I hate when we look and label it as all, when realistically, it's never absolute. There are black women that will cook, clean, will be nurturing, will ask you about your day, will take care of you. And there will be Indian women that won't even lift a finger. Yes, culture has its part and society has really dampened how we look at things, but they out there. But I can't relate. I've heard men talk about this time and time again. Like, yo, Maciah, I can't find a girl. I've been trying, or the girl that I want don't want me, or the girl that I've been looking and eyeing has rejected me. So I gotta date outside my race. And then I hear the black women are getting mad that another one goes outside the race. Because where he was and where he was at the time in his place, he just couldn't find nobody. And I know a lot of guys can relate to that. I really understand that the dynamics of what goes on when you're trying to find a partner. Sometimes you just want to feel appreciated. You want somebody to pour into you as you're pouring, right? So I believe that as we get treated as kings, we treat them as queens. It shouldn't be king and a concubine. You know what I mean? It should be king, queen, queen, king. Like, they treat us both like we treat each other with royalty, with respect, with loyalty. In this video, though, I get it, though. I've heard it. Jordan Peele has said it. A few other famous people have said it. We've heard people in the gym say, yo, I only date outside my race. I've heard people, the passport bros, going to Africa, going to Colombia, trying to find something different because when they're here, they can't feel appreciated and stuff. And we hear about them females doing the same thing too. I just say, listen, increase your degrees of separation, go different places, see different things, go places that you love and you might find it. And sometimes we gotta train our own mindset, because sometimes you end up, I want this, but you settle, you want high demands on the black woman, but then you take medium and mediocre demands on the counterparts around the world. So yeah. And fellas, I got a serious question. And sometimes you see me look down because sometimes I ponder and think about these things. You ever been vulnerable with your lady? And this is not another video about vulnerability. And it's been used against you, and you promised yourself you'll never be vulnerable again. Let me know what you think about it.
And ladies, a man will always remember the words you said when you disrespected him and how it made him feel. Please learn to watch what you say during arguments, because number one, it's not ladylike. And number two, they will never forget it, and they will never come to you again and be vulnerable.
Facts. 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 I double that. Triple facts. Quadruple facts. I still remember to this day what this one shorty said to me. And then she said, oh, I said it out of anger. Get the out of here with that. You said what you said out of anger. All right, cool. Just know what comes with that when you say it. I might switch up. I might act different. I might be no longer the Maciah you know, because no matter what people say, words hurt. Words hurt. Words hurt because sometimes you can get over a wound, but you will always remember what that person says, and then you wonder why they switched up on you. Nah, they ain't switched up on you, love. You said something slick out your mouth and you can't take it back. That's why you notice a lot of guys are very cautious with what they say. They might be walking around. They might be taking their time before they say something. They be like, I need some space, because they don't want to say the very first thing that's on their mind, because they know it could be detrimental to the relationship. Fellas, we got to do better here. We gotta do better here. Fellas, ladies, have you ever dealt in a relationship where you are one religion and the person is not the same or not religious at all? I've dealt with that unevenly yoked, and I believe it's a situation where you practicing one religion and somebody practicing another is not going to work. Save yourself the heartache. So in this Pop the Balloon, let's react to what's going on here.
Hey, my name's Shalane. I am 32 years old.
Okay. Shalane, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
You said that you want somebody that values a relationship with God and that like goes to church. I'm not religious. I don't go to church. I grew up religious, but I don't practice a religion right now. And yeah, that just wouldn't align with like my life, basically. I love your jacket though. It's
Thank
fire.
you. So are you atheist?
Honestly, I'm halfway between atheist and agnostic. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I know for a fact like I'm just not Christian right now.
Right. And the thing is, I've dated atheists before in the past, and really nice people, you know. But I would say at this age where I actually am marriage minded, I'm someone that I want to bear my children. I would say I want someone
Equally yoked.
Yes, someone equally yoked as well.
No, I got you, and I respect it. Yeah. So that's the only reason I popped.
But I'm friends with atheists, and you know, I think they're good people.
Everybody has some good in them.
Yeah.
And that's natural, right? You want somebody like-minded, like. Of course, like, I don't know where he was trying to justify. I don't know if that's what you was getting. I've dated it in the past, but right now, and maybe he's not justifying it. Maybe he's just letting her know what he has done and stuff. But you should never, if you are a Christian or you believe, be careful of dwelling with the others that don't believe in what you believe in. It can cause stir-up. When you want to raise the kids, you're going to have to choose how you're going to raise them. How is that dynamic going to look? I like her accent, though. And yeah. That jacket was fire, bro. If you got it in a 3X, send it my way. But listen, when choosing a partner, certain things have to align. It just won't work. It just won't work. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. It just can't work if y'all not aligned.
Young women who out here, I know a couple that's out here, y'all popping them out like hotcakes. Just remember, one day you're going to be my age. I'm 29. She's 20, how are you, 26? She's 26. One day you're going to be our age. And the more kids you keep popping out, the more kids you're going to keep accumulating, which means the more kids you're going to want some man to accept as his own. Let's be for fucking real. And if you already know how hard it is to date with kids, you already can't find a babysitter. You already missing days of work. You already don't have money for yourself. You already calling out. You already don't have your hair done. Your nails never done. You always walking around here looking how you looking because you got to take care of this kid. Or you might be the other kind of parent who look good and your kid look a fucking hot mess because you trying to keep up your image so you can be able to entertain whoever it is you trying to entertain. Take into consideration that it costs nothing to get on fucking birth control.
It costs nothing not only to get on birth control, it costs nothing to close your legs. It also costs nothing to choose the right partner. Listen, I'm going to be real with you. As I get older, I'm in my 30s, and I started building myself to a certain plateau, and I'm working on the weight loss, and I'm doing the right things, and I'm advancing myself to higher heights. And I've talked to other men who are aesthetically fit and they have things together. They're not looking for the girl or the lady with 2-3 kids, 2-3 baby fathers, when they can go younger or go with somebody who doesn't have any or just one. Like, for real. Don't just have kids to have kids. And you can't even take care of them. You have to get on food stamps. Nothing's wrong with those people who are. But you have to do these necessary things. Can't take care of them properly. The guy's not in their lives. But then you want this guy now to come in, take care of your kids, take care of the responsibility, adopt them, do all these things because you couldn't choose properly when you're young. It might as well just get on some birth control, live free, be careful, even though you being a little dangerous, do what you gotta do, and then when the time comes, you settle down. But I would say wait for the right one, vet these dudes, and guys, definitely vet these girls, because you don't want to be 5 years down the line like, why did I marry this woman? Or she had all these children. The time y'all have a little argument, these are not your kids. You can't discipline them the way you want. You can't be the parent because they're gonna quick to say you're not my father. Who wants that crap? I know I don't. I know some people say there's a role and a place for stepdads, and I do agree. Shout out to those who stepped up and stepped in, right? They stepped forward. But most men out here is not going to be able to do that efficiently because of the situations and the traumas and the different things that they went through. It's just real. Like, I'll tell you this. Fellas, be careful out here. Because 18 years, you find out the baby ain't even yours. So yeah, be careful out here, guys. And ladies, be careful of these men trying to make you single mamas out here. Ain't enough guys out here is going to take care of that responsibility. I'm telling you that now. You know, speaking of men and responsibilities, this is a great lesson that a father and the importance of fathers in the role of their child's life. And you see that he teaches this girl something so profound that when I have a daughter, I'm going to teach her this lesson too. And a son. And a son.
Now pull me up. Pull me up. Oh my God. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's so much easier for somebody to pull you down. Hear me. It's so much easier for somebody to pull you down than you to pick them up. In other words, good decisions. You're a beautiful young lady. You're trying to do your life right. Your mom and dad are instilling in you virtues and different things that are very important to what a young lady needs. And you're up here and you're doing it right. Not that you're on a pedestal, but you have the right thoughts and values. But the right person comes along can easily pull you down, and you can pull somebody up.
Oh yeah, that's good.
You gotta understand how important that is. Okay?
Nah, yo, that was real. I probably saw my engineer tearing up a little bit over that video. No, because seriously, when you think about it, there's so much things, so much obstacles, so much people here that once you are bettering yourself as an individual, is there to leech off of you and pull you down. Like he said, it's much harder to pull somebody up to you than for them to pull you down. And a lot of times we get ourselves caught up in these mix-ups, in these things where you're like, I was at this place with a friend, and you know, you're the one that has the straight A's, you're the one going to college to play sports, you're the one that has a career, but yet you get caught up by people trying to pull you down. Hey, come out with me. You know what they about, you know what they doing, and you get dragged down into some mess. Like successful people, I've learned, will extend a ladder to other people, but they won't lift you up that ladder. And that's a lot. That's a real thing you have to understand. We not out here trying to, yo, come on, every time you gotta tug, and then all of a sudden, with their heavy weight, they pull you down. And all the hard work, all the dedication, all the stuff that you have accomplished goes to waste because of that same situation. Of that one person who is so envious, so diabolical, that they don't want to see you succeed. And then speaking of pulling you down, fellas, be careful of these type of ladies out here that just use you for dates, for food. They don't want you and stuff. Start taking the hints. If they don't want you, they friend zoning you, don't jump out the friend zone. Move on and go find another person. This has to stop. Yo, this video is so crazy. If this happened to me, I wouldn't even pay for my bill. I'll walk out. I'm telling you right now. I'd have been like, I gotta go to the bathroom and I'm leaving. Please play this video.
So yeah, I'm on a date, right? And I ordered 6 different meals, and this man do not want to pay for my food. I don't know why.
Tell me more. Why does he want you to pay for the bill?
And I really didn't have the appetite for anything. He forced me to come to the restaurant. So now I'm here. I ordered 6 different dishes.
Come again, please tell us what you ordered while on this date.
And I got jerk chicken, this one meal. I started eating out the roster pasta.
This is ridiculous. Who orders 6 different things from the menu?
And I got me some oxtails too, but I also wanted me a fried snapper. And this like the pineapple bowl.
Excuse me, ma'am, if you want him to pay for 6 different dishes, how about you eat all 6 of them right in front of him so he can prove that you're not trying to feed your whole family?
And that's his drink. That's my drink. I ain't really like that drink. And he got the 2 liquors. But yeah.
Ma'am, you're not going on a date. Sound like you're trying to grocery shop.
I can eat. Oh, I forgot to show y'all. I had got some fried green tomatoes and...
So you turned a restaurant date into a buffet date? Wow, all you can eat, huh?
Here, little lady, you really can't eat. And I'm just like, you invited me out.
See, it's women like you that make it hard for the women who really enjoy going on quality dates with quality men. Because fellas see videos like this, and they be like, wait a minute, I hope this is an isolated situation. I hope y'all all ain't like this. I know you're not. Most dudes don't know that.
And you know what's crazy? That's why in this generation, dating has become less and less valuable. Like, it's been at the lowest since like 1940s. And I think that's because of World War II. But nevertheless, this is danger. Red flag, run, leave. Don't even pay for the bill. She ordered 6 food. All right, guys. 6. I agree with the guy. I would have been like, all right, if you gonna eat it, I'm gonna watch you eat every single bite, and you better eat it in front of me. If not, I ain't paying for it. Yo, listen, let's not be used. 2025, I refuse to be used. All right? I refuse to be used. You gotta use that as your mantra, because that is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Come on now. Like, clearly she didn't want to go on this date with him. She said he forced her out. I don't know why she couldn't just say no. I don't know. Maybe that's not really in her vocabulary. But guys, stop being used as a meal ticket. Stop that. Shit's whack. All right. Last but not least.
This guy wanted to show everyone how tough he was, but instead he showed everyone how fast he could go to sleep. He was getting aggressive towards another customer, so the cashier decided to intervene and tried to kick him out of the store. But when the aggressor pushed him and tried to throw hands, he quickly got a reality check.
Oh, shit. Ice cold naps. I know I said this before, but sometimes we gotta find out for ourselves why it's not cool to mess with people. Sometimes you let it go. You don't know his background. And now you're sleeping on the floor. I heard he just woke up yesterday. Man is knocked out, clean. The man walked over his body like he was a rug. He's like, yep, another day, another dollar. I tell you, bro, you gotta be careful. Like, I situations, and you see that stance he had? I'll be careful. Anybody square up like that, he ready. He gave him the Superman punch. He gave him that donkey punch. He gave him that, what did you say? And I told you about that. Anybody that's probably like, wait right here, what did you say? You see how he confront him? Not much talking. Right there, look at that. And then boom, he hit him with that KO, that womp womp, that I gotcha. We have to really, like, all jokes aside, we gotta understand it's okay to walk away from situations. It's okay to be angry and not want to start a fight. Guys, take heed. Let's end this night on a great note. This guy, this little boy right here, has great parents who have raised him well. Like, shout out to those who are not making shitty kids, right? Because shitty kids become shitty adults. And he ain't one of them because he is going places.
Hey, I was playing soccer with my friend over there. Like, I don't know if this is gonna be recording or if you guys are gonna see it, but like the truck, my dad has the same one, like where you get out and where the foot thing is, so like you can jump off of the truck and get out safely. Yeah, the ball hit right there. It hit like right on that, but like the one on the other side, and it set off the alarm for a bit. And I just want to apologize for that. I don't know if anybody's home or if they're sleeping, but I just want to apologize for that.
Tell me that's not a wholesome boy right there. Tell me that is not, man, the world would be more better if we had parents raising kids like this. Like, that is amazing. But listen, one of the things, it was fun rocking with y'all. It was fun talking with y'all. A lot of things I realize is, listen, a lot of us are humans with emotion, with feelings, with happiness, with anger, with sadness. A lot of us try our best to go day to day. And we have to learn how to treat people with respect, treat people with love, treat people with common decency. Like, you wouldn't want somebody buying 6 foods on you on a date. So why would you do that to somebody else? You could have just said no. You don't want to be able to, you don't want somebody using you, right? Or making fun of your vulnerability or saying hurtful words to you. So let's do that motto of do unto others as you want be done to yourself. So my name is Maciah. This was fun. Let me know in the comment section if I should do more of these things. Let me know in the comment section how I did. Shout out to Wise Guy. Shout out to Dajante. Shout out to Efficient. One day we'll be back together, but for right now, you got just me. Mr. Fat Man, Mr. Lover Man, Mr. I Can't Move. No, I'm just joking. My name is Maciah. This is Peep This W.O.M. Will you join me?